Lads, welcome back to Fusion YGO, bringing you another live duel today. I am your host, Christian, the Havercard Man, and today we are going to be featuring Branded Despia versus Dinomorphia. Got Branded Despia on the left, piloted by Patrick, and Dinomorphia on the right, piloted by Travis. So before we get too far into this video, guys, don't forget to let me know down in the comments which deck you think is going to win before we really get too far in here. And then at the end of the video, go and reply to that comment letting me know if you were correct. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Branded Despia going to take it up first here, getting started right off the bat with Branded Lost into Branded Fusion, getting Lubellion out. And then we're going to activate Lubellion's effect as well, the Fusion Summon here, but we're also going to get a couple other effects off first, chaining stuff like Branded Lost to be able to help us search, and just all sorts of good effects because Branded Despia is just insane like that. So we're going to add our Aluber and Mercurier to the hand here, giving us some follow-up extension and also a hand trap. So we're going to go Lubellion, being able to use him to summon out Mirror Jade. And then I believe we are most likely just going to be able to set some cards here and pass, but we'll see if we go any further here. Alright, so we're going to normal summon the Aluber now, going to search for a Branded Spell or Trap. Most likely gonna go for the Branded Red at this point to give him follow-up during Travis's turn. And he's actually going to Imperm the Aluber. Okay, good call. Actually, a very, very good move here. I mean, he could have also impermed the Lubellion to stop Mirror Jade from coming out, but he wouldn't have been able to guarantee safety at that point because he knew that Patrick had the follow-up Aluber, so it wouldn't have really mattered all that much. And surprisingly enough, Patrick is actually opting not to use the Mercurier here. I believe that is legal to be able to use that in response to the Imperm, but let me just double check before I get that wrong and sound stupid to everyone here, so... Alright, looks like we're actually going to send the Albion to the graveyard here with the Mirror Jade to banish the Aluber, which will allow us during the end phase to get another search. Kind of an interesting play because it turns off Mirror Jade during Travis's turn, but it still allows him to get bonus plays. Alright, just double checking some stuff here. Okay, so Mercurier is only when your opponent activates a monster effect, so Imperm was not able to be negated by Mercurier there. Sad hit as it is, but Patrick is still able to keep on going. So I believe he did search for the Branded Red and then passed turn over to Dinomorphia here. Dinomorphia is a deck that does really not like to go second, but I think it's still capable of playing. So we're just going to see him set 4, and then normal summon, I believe that's Dinomorphia Theresia. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I'm not entirely familiar with this deck, but I believe that's what that is. And we're going to go ahead and see the Mercurier come down here since he does have Mirror Jade on field, being able to stop that normal summon effect. I believe that should destroy it, though. Let me double check. Oh, nope, just negates that effect. Okay, so that does not get rid of it. Fair enough. So we're just going to see Dinomorphia pass right back with a single monster on field and 4 set back row, which Dinomorphia is very capable of disruption. So we'll see if Branded Despia can play through this. Mirror Jade is going to be back online now, so he will be able to use that effect again, allowing him to get not only more resources during the end phase, but also being able to get rid of a card on Travis's field here. And we'll see if Branded Despia might even be capable of going for game this turn. I know he's probably like trying to find ways to bait out disruption, because he's more than likely certain that there's going to be some kind of negate in the back row that'll be able to stop him from using Mirror Jade's effect, so he wants to try to get rid of that before he uses the effect here. So we're going to go ahead and use Tragedy's effect in the graveyard, attempting to reset Branded Fusion, and that's going to get met by the Dinomorphia. I believe that's the Fusion Trap, which is going to get ashed, but then Travis is going to respond with a Solemn Strike. What a chain here. So Solemn Strike going to negate the ash, so that way the Fusion Trap can still go off here, and Travis will be able to start setting up some plays. Alright, so going to go and resolve the Fusion effect right now, sending a couple of Dinomorphias from deck to the graveyard here to go into one of our fusions, which I believe is going to be the one that banishes the trap in the graveyard to be able to copy its effect, but we will find out here in just a second which one he goes for. And it does appear to be that that's the one that he does choose here, which does kind of make sense because that means he'll be able to get another one of his trap effects again if he needs to, which is pretty dang sweet. So we're going to see Patrick just kind of thinking here on more of his plays, trying to figure out where to go next. I think he's honestly trying to look for a Mirror Jade target to send to the graveyard so he can get the banish effect to be able to take out that new fusion monster now that he's baited out the Solemn Strike. I'm not entirely sure if it's still going to be able to resolve, but we'll see what Travis might still have up his sleeve here. And is that a set super Oh, no, that's the branded fusion. Okay, so the branded fusion did still get sent to the field. So we're going to see Patrick activate that now and explaining to Travis that he can't respond to it because of the branded lost on field. Or he can respond to the activation, but not the resolution of the fusion summon. So we're going to see the fusion monster copy a trap in the graveyard. I'm not entirely sure which one that is. I think that's the negate. So we're going to see the branded fusion get negated more than likely. Oh, no, that's the fusion spell. Okay. Or the fusion trap, I mean. So we're just going to see another fusion summon come down here. And we'll see which one he goes into. I don't believe he has the new fusion monster. The, oh, which one is it? The floodgate one that's, like, really nasty. I believe, not Theresia, Rexsturm, there we go. I don't believe he has Rexsturm, but it looks like he just went to another Dinomorphia fusion. And we'll try to figure out which one that is here by process of elimination. That's kind of the pterodactyl looking guy, but we're going to see... Oh, I can't even tell which fusion monster that is coming down on Patrick's side here, but definitely going to be a problem for Travis either way. Okay, so Travis brought out the Stealth Bergia. This one will, when his life points are 2,000 or less, he won't have to pay life points to activate trap cards or Dinomorphia monster effects. And then when his opponent activates a monster effect, he can inflict damage to his opponent equal to that monster's original attack. So that's not too bad. I mean, if he uses Mirror Jade, that means he'd be able to do some stuff there. But we're actually going to see Branded Despia just go ahead and get rid of both fusion monsters here like it was nothing, which is pretty awesome. Oh, and then if Stealth Bergie is destroyed by battle or card effect, he can special summon a level 4 lower Dinomorphia from his graveyard, which I don't think he notices here. And unfortunately... Oh, they got super polyed. That's why. Okay, so yeah, he wouldn't be able to get that effect off anyways because it wasn't destroyed. Alright, well... Branded Despia is certainly in a very strong position here. He's got Dragostapelia on field now, and he's able to search just more and more stuff. Branded Despia just showing off its power repeatedly. It is definitely quite an insane deck that can pop off and do a lot of crazy things here. So let's see where we go from here. We still have what? Oh, it looks like we're probably just going battle phase here, attacking over, getting some damage in. Dinomorphia unfortunately had to spend a lot of life points to get to where it was. So getting the OTK here for Patrick is not very difficult at all. I believe he really just has to attack in with everything and just that'll be game. But we'll see here. So we're going to activate Branded in red. Kind of interesting because he won't be able to attack directly. But he's going to add the Ad Libitum back. And decide on whether or not he wants to fusion summon here. Because that is an optional effect. Maybe changing up his mind on the Ad Libitum here. Let's find out. Oh, I think we're having more discussion about Branded Lost here, unfortunately. Which causes all sorts of messes just because of the way it's worded. But... we will see how this ends up resolving here. Yeah, I think Travis is trying to figure out if he can respond to this or not, and he is going to be able to respond to the trap card too, the Branded in red. And it looks like it's just going to blow up Patrick's field here, but let's see. I'm not entirely sure what trap card that is, so if anyone in the comments would like to enlighten me, that'd be great. It's, like I've said before on the channel, it's kind of hard to see some of these cards. But looks like that is going to resolve here. And we're going to see... some, oh, those are all getting bounced back. Okay. I see now. And the Branded in red still going to resolve. So we get to add the Ad Libitum back. And now we'll be able to fusion summon. But it will not be able to attack directly this turn. So we're going to see him go into... cannot tell what that is. They always like to put it on the opposite side just so that I can't see it. I'm just kidding. I love these guys. But... alright, looks like we're probably going to get some banished effects here. Oh yeah, the Ad Libitum, I'm going to be able to special summon back the Eluber. Awesome effect. I actually really love that recursion play. So the Eluber can still attack directly, and looks like that is going to be game for the Branded Despia, taking it up game 1. So we're going to go through sighting here, going into game 2 now. I believe Dinomorphia is going to opt to go first, as it is obviously most optimal for the deck. And let's see what they have in store for us. Looks like Branded Despia, Patrick over there, might have bricked. But we'll just see how this all plays out. Alright, I think... oh, okay, we're activating Extravagance. I see. I see what's going on. Okay. Looks like banishing for 6 to draw 2. It looks like both players very well might have bricked. So, oh, and that Extrav is going to get hit with the Ash. Feels really bad. I mean, if you see an Extravagance come down and you have an Ash, you already know what needs to be done. So, looks like we're just going to go turn 2, activate Harpy's Feather Duster, And looks like Travis didn't really have anything in the back row that would be able to stop that. So we're just going to see Branded Despia set 3 and pass right back. Dinomorphia passing 1 and passing back again. And wow, we're just playing the big old set game right now. Nobody really having anything going on. We got 2 sets on Dinomorphia and 3 back row plus a monster set on Branded Despia's side. Let's see if anything happens here. So we're going to flip summon the Despian Tragedy and just attack in for a little bit of damage. Just kind of poking away. Alright, let's see what happens here. I think we just top decked a Branded Fusion. So we'll see if that's enough to get plays going, but I'm not entirely sure. Okay, we're going to activate the Branded Fusion. And looks like Travis is not going to have any response right away, but I think he just revealed a Torrential Tribute there, so we'll see. Alright, sending Fallen of Albaz for a target now, as well as... who else are we thinking here? Just checking all of our other cards to see what's going to be the best option to send off of this effect here. Alrighty, what do we got? What do we got, Patrick? I know you got something cooking up your sleeve. I think he's just trying to figure out like the best line to go into to get into a Mirror Jade, or maybe even just getting into something that'll get him closer to getting game here. Obviously fearing the 3 back row that he's up against right now, since Dinomorphia has a huge back row base stack. And we'll see what happens. Alright, gonna send the Illuber as well as the Fallen Valbaz. So that way we can have a little bit of a recursion play, hopefully being able to summon a Illuber back out later to get that Branded Search. And we're gonna go straight into the Lubellion. Gonna probably be attempting to use this to shuffle stuff back and get the Mirror Jade. Although at this point, I think going for the Albion might not be too bad, because you could easily set up for a Priscettian, but I don't know if Priscettian really does anything in the situation. But we are going to see the Torrential Tribute come down here on summon of the Lubellion. So still going to activate Lubellion's effect, pitching the Tragedy, and attempting to fusion summon here. But I believe Lubellion fuses from the hand in the field, but I could be wrong. Oh, no, that's right. Lubellion shuffles back, so he's going to be able to shuffle himself back, plus Fallen of Albaz, to still be able to make Mirror Jade. Which does put Dinomorphia in a bit of a rough spot, but I guess he just kind of had to do what he had to do. And he's still got 2 more back row to play with, so we'll see if maybe it's still enough. I guess Patrick might still be entirely settling on which monster he wants to go into here. And I'm also guessing that he chose not to activate the Despian Tragedy unless he had the Lubellion as Chainlink 2. So we'll see what happens here. Or I suppose the Tragedy would activate on a new chain, so it's still fair. Alright, there goes the Mirror Jade. And now we're going to activate the Tragedy effect. Yep, that is right. It was a new chain. So we'll see what he ends up searching here. Probably an Ad Libitum or a Dramaturge at this point. And we're going to see Ad Libitum come out. I can't remember exactly, but I think he might already have a Brandon in red set. So we'll see kind of what he's capable of doing at this point in time. Alright, so he's still got 3 back row of his own, which might have been bricks at first, but now that he's been able to get his plays off the ground, they very well could be something for him to try out now. And also, guys, if you're enjoying this content so far and you want to see more of it in the future, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And if you want to see any of these deck profiles at any point in time, feel free to let us know down in the comments. We're more than happy to. So I believe we had Branded Despia pass to Dinomorphia, which just set 1 and passed again. I'm assuming he probably attacked in with the Mirror Jade. I think he just revealed the Super Poly set as well. Pretty dangerous. But just kind of looking at our options here to go with now. He's probably going to banish that Tragedy. Yep. To be able to go and set Branded Spell back. So he's probably going to try to go for the Branded Fusion. Not getting negated, impressively enough. So that means he's just going to be able to do a whole other line of plays here. And potentially wipe out the Dinomorphia going or again here. We'll see. Let's find out. So definitely weighing all of his options right now. Has 4 set cards. We know that one of them is Branded Fusion, which he's activating right now. Dinomorphia not going to respond to that. Okay, maybe they'll respond on the on resolution of the summon here. So we're going to see Albaz and Edgem chain go into the graveyard, being able to get plus off of that chain, which is just super fantastic. But I believe this is another Lubellion play, if I'm not mistaken, which is entirely not bad at all. Lubellion does get him into a lot of his extra decks, so it's totally fair. Alright, yep, so there's going to see that touchdown again. And then probably activating its effect to discard a card and fusion summon again if Travis has no responses. Which looks like he does have a response. Let's see what that is. Oh, an Imperm. Alright, we're going to Imperm the Lubellion. Totally fair choice here. Being able to prevent Patrick from getting another fusion summon off of that. And since he put the Lubellion in defense mode, it's not going to be able to attack. So I think that was a totally fair play. But obviously Patrick has more cards to work with. 3 in hand, 3 in the back row. And once again, we are pretty sure that one of them is a Super Poly, so we'll see what he might do here. He could always try to attack into the Mirror Jade and then Super Poly for more damage, which would probably put him relatively close to game. I think he's trying to decide if he has a response to Imperm. He's going to try active... Oh, maybe... No, he looks like he's trying to activate the Recurrier here, but that is not a legal effect, as Impermanence is not a monster effect. So he would not be able to use that in response here. So that is, unfortunately, kind of an illegal activation. And we're also going to see Mirror Jade send Albion to banish the Lubellion, it looks like. So that way he can just recycle the Lubellion and the Jester. Or the Tragedy, I think. I can't remember. I'm terrible. So we're going to summon out a Masquerade here, which does make enough sense. But this should not have been a legal play whatsoever. That Impermanence should have still been able to resolve. As, once again, Mercurier does only negate monster effects. So... very unfortunate to Travis there that he kind of got hit with that illegal play there. But he's going to try to keep following up here. I believe he's activating his Fusion Trap. Either that or that's the one that bounces everything back to the deck. I'm not entirely sure. We'll find out. All right, Patrick, see if he has a direct response to this. But most likely not. I don't think he really has anything necessarily, but we will find out. All right, just kind of thinking here, thinking, looking at his cards. Obviously, Travis does have to pay 600 to activate this effect, given that he is under Masquerade right now. Unless this is on Resolution of the Summon, which point I guess, yeah, Masquerade is still technically on the field, so he would still have to pay that cost. So he's looking, trying to see if he wants to, like, Super Poly or do anything weird like that, but we will find out. All right, what do we got here? What do we got? Anything, or is he just going to let this resolve here? Okay, really thinking hard on his options here. Really trying to debate what the best line of play is. He's just going to let everything get bounced. I think that is the right play. There's no need to really try to respond to that. I think it's best to just kind of let things happen. Otherwise, you're just going to end up wasting more resources, and you're going to be out of luck. So... Dinomorphia kind of putting itself back in a little bit more of an advantageous position, but Patrick still has quite a bit of stuff to play with here. So he's going to go to the end phase, actually, and get the Albion Search, being able to set Brandon in red from the deck, giving him follow-up play, meaning that Travis could be in a very unfortunate position, especially if he already has... well, I guess he doesn't have anything on field, so he wouldn't be able to go into the big boy. Or the Guardian Chimera, there we go. But we're going to see Dinomorphia just pass right back after setting. That's kind of unfortunate. He's not seeing any monsters. He kind of needs like a 3Z or something to really get off the ground right now. We're going to see Branded Despia just normal summon this Brigand's Kit and immediately get responded to by another Dinomorphia trap. I believe this one should be the Fusion Summon. But that, yep, and that it is, and it's going to get ashed, which means Dinomorphia is just going to scoop and take the loss, getting 2-0'd by Branded Despia. Very unfortunate. I wish we could have seen more of what Dinomorphia could do. It seems like a very interesting deck, a very decent rogue anti-meta type of deck. But if you guys did enjoy this live duel today, once again, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button down below. And let me know again down in the comments if your guess at the beginning of the video was correct. I'd love to hear what you guys guessed and if you got it right. So once again, guys, make sure to stay tuned in the future for more videos. And we will see you guys all in the next one. Good fun. Have luck.